You can support me by turning on notifications, subscribing to my channel, and liking the video. Waiting for your comments. 20 surprising facts you didn't know about the human body. Have you ever stopped to wonder about the intricate machinery that keeps your body humming along every second of every day? We tend to think of our own bodies as straightforward, but hidden beneath the surface are countless wonders just waiting to be discovered. From the electricity that crackles through our brains to the hardy microbes that share our space, each detail helps create the rich tapestry that is human life. The more we learn, the clearer it becomes that our bodies are more than just flesh and bone. They're dynamic ecosystems, bursting with intricate systems that collaborate in astonishing ways. In this text, we'll be exploring 20 surprising facts you might not have known about the human body, each offering a glimpse into how remarkable we really are. Whether it's the powerful signals our brains generate or the specialized bacteria that thrive inside us, each revelation underscores how beautifully intricate our lives can be. So settle in and get ready to marvel at these extraordinary truths that prove humans are anything but ordinary. We have a human-microbe partnership. You might have heard that the number of microbial cells in your body vastly outweighs the number of your own human cells. Although newer research shows the ratio is closer to 1-to-1, that still means you host tens of trillions of bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms. Most of these tenants reside in your gut, forming what scientists call the microbiome. Far from being mere stowaways, these microbes help you digest food, regulate your immune system, and even influence your mood via the gut-brain axis. In a sense, you're a walking ecosystem with a delicate balance between your cells and a world of microscopic allies. When the microbiome thrives, your overall health can improve. When it's out of balance, trouble may arise. It's a fascinating reminder that your body is never just you alone. Your heart beats over 100,000 times a day. The human heart is a tireless muscle, beating roughly 100,000 times every single day to pump blood throughout your body. That adds up to more than 2.5 billion beats in an average lifetime. This constant rhythmic motion delivers oxygen, nutrients, and hormones through more than 60,000 miles of blood vessels. Although the heart weighs less than a pound, it creates enough pressure to squirt blood up to 30 feet if it were removed from the body. It's truly the metronome of your existence. From the quiet moments of rest to the adrenaline surge when you're excited or scared, your heart adjusts its tempo to meet your body's needs, never taking a break as long as you're alive. You lose and regain skin constantly. Your skin may look like a stable outer barrier, but it's actually renewing itself all the time. Every 28 days or so, the outermost layer of dead skin cells sloughs off, making room for fresh cells that migrate to the surface from deeper layers. Each day, you're shedding millions of these cells, contributing significantly to the household dust you see on surfaces. Indeed, a considerable percentage of indoor dust is composed of tiny flakes of human skin. Meanwhile, the skin you see today will be gone in roughly a month, replaced by new layers from beneath. This process protects you from pathogens, regulates your temperature, and allows your sense of touch to remain keen, all while continuously refreshing itself. Your eyes can distinguish millions of colors. Human vision is more nuanced than many realize. A healthy eye can differentiate around 1 million different hues, thanks to specialized receptor cells called cones in the retina. There are 3 main types of cones, each sensitive to red, green, or blue wavelengths of light, but the brain's combination of their signals produces a vast spectrum. Intriguingly, some people are tetrachromats, meaning they have an extra type of cone that allows them to perceive even more subtle shades. Although extremely rare, tetrachromats can literally see the world in more color than the rest of us. It's a powerful reminder that your eyes are not just passive windows. They're complex filters delivering an incredibly detailed feed of the environment. Your fingertips wrinkle for better grip. You may have noticed your skin becoming wrinkled if you soak too long in a bath. Scientists used to think this was just a result of water absorption, but new research suggests it's actually an active process controlled by the nervous system. When your fingers wrinkle, they become better at gripping slippery surfaces. Imagine how tread on tires helps with traction. This adaptation might have been an evolutionary advantage for our ancestors who needed to gather food in wet environments or grip rocks while crossing streams. The fact that your body can subtly alter your skin texture for better dexterity is a small but ingenious evolutionary trick. You have a second brain. In your gut, the gastrointestinal tract is lined with hundreds of millions of neurons, so many that scientists refer to it as the enteric nervous system. Although it's not literally a thinking brain, this system can operate somewhat independently, orchestrating digestion, controlling gut movements, and communicating with your central nervous system via the vagus nerve. Researchers have found links between gut health and mental well-being, including how gut bacteria might influence mood and anxiety. The so-called gut feeling might be more literal than we ever realized, representing signals passing between your real brain and your second brain in the intestines. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a light bulb composed of roughly 86 billion neurons. Your brain constantly pulses with tiny electrical signals traveling from cell to cell. If you combine the minute voltages produced by these neurons, you'd get about 10 to 25 watts of power, roughly the same as a small LED bulb. Of course, your brain isn't literally lighting up a room, but the analogy highlights how busy your neural circuits are at any given moment. This electrical activity is crucial for memory, thought, emotion, perception, essentially everything that makes you you. You're slightly taller in the morning. If you measure your height right after waking up, you'll be a little taller, about 1 centimeter, than you are by day's end. This difference occurs because the cartilage discs in your spine decompress overnight when you're lying down. Throughout the day, the weight of your upper body compresses these discs, making you a bit shorter. After a good night's rest, they re-expand, returning you to your maximum height. Though the difference is minimal, it's a neat example of how posture and pressure affect your body moment to moment. Your sense of smell is linked to emotion. Have you ever caught a whiff of a certain scent and instantly been transported back to a childhood memory? The link between smell and emotion is powerful because the olfactory system is directly connected to the limbic system in your brain, which handles emotions and memory. This is why the faintest hint of a perfume from years ago can conjure vivid recollections of specific people or places. Unlike other senses, smell takes a more direct neural path, creating some of the most potent triggers for nostalgia, comfort, or even unease. You're never really seeing your true self in a mirror. When you look in the mirror, you see a reversed image of yourself. Others see you without that reversal. Because our faces aren't perfectly symmetrical, your reflection is slightly different from what friends and family see in real life. Additionally, we become accustomed to our mirrored self, so we can be shocked by how we appear in candid photos or flipped images. This phenomenon may influence how comfortable you feel with your own likeness. It's a subtle demonstration that perception, even self-perception, can be skewed by everyday habits. You can have superhuman density in your bones. Bones constantly remodel themselves. Osteoclasts break down old bone, and osteoblasts build new tissue. For those engaging in regular weight-bearing exercise, bones become more robust over time. Density can increase to remarkable levels, reducing the risk of fractures. Conversely, a sedentary lifestyle hastens bone density loss. The fact that your bones adapt based on the demands placed upon them is a testament to your skeleton's dynamic nature. It also underscores the importance of movement and exercise to maintain healthy, strong bones. There's a species of mite living on your face. It might sound unsettling, but almost everyone carries tiny mites called Demodex on their skin, specifically around hair follicles and sebaceous glands on the face. They're invisible to the naked eye, measuring only about 0.1 to 0.4 millimeters in length. While it might feel creepy to know these creatures live on you, they're typically harmless, feeding on dead skin cells and oils. Their presence is a reminder that humans share the planet, and even our own bodies, with countless other organisms that rarely, if ever, cause harm. You produce saliva enough to fill swimming pools over the course of a lifetime. The average person produces tens of thousands of liters of saliva, enough to fill multiple swimming pools. Though that might be a somewhat exaggerated image, it's undisputed that you generate up to 2 liters of saliva per day. Saliva is essential for digestion, lubricating food, protecting teeth from bacteria, and even beginning the breakdown of carbohydrates. Despite being easy to overlook, it's an unsung hero in your everyday life, quietly working to ensure your mouth and digestive system function smoothly. Your stomach lining regenerates every few days. Stomach acid is a potent substance, capable of dissolving certain metals if given enough time. How, then, does your stomach itself remain unharmed? The answer lies in a special protective lining that regenerates every few days. The lining secretes mucus that buffers the stomach wall from the corrosive acid, keeping everything balanced. If this lining is compromised, it can lead to ulcers or acid reflux issues. This cycle of destruction and renewal exemplifies the dynamic processes at play even within single organs. Your ears don't stop hearing when you sleep, although you may feel like the world goes silent when you drift off. Your ears remain active throughout your slumber. The auditory system continues to register sounds, sending signals to the brain. What changes is that your brain essentially tunes out these signals to let you sleep. This is why a loud noise can still wake you up, or a soft one might weave itself into your dream. Your ears are always on alert, showcasing just how vital auditory cues can be for survival. Your brain shrinks during sleep to clear toxins during certain stages of sleep. Scientists have noted that the space between brain cells expands, allowing the flow of cerebrospinal fluid to remove waste proteins that build up during the day. In essence, your brain is conducting a nightly cleanup, which might explain why good sleep is essential for cognitive function. This process is sometimes called the glymphatic system, a nod to how it parallels the lymphatic system in the rest of the body. Without quality sleep, toxins can accumulate, potentially affecting memory, mood, and overall mental clarity. You experience mini microsleeps. When exhausted, when you're extremely tired, your body may slip into brief episodes called microsleeps. These involuntary naps last mere seconds, during which you essentially lose consciousness. Microsleeps can occur even while driving or performing other tasks, making them quite dangerous. They highlight how relentless our need for rest truly is. The brain will force you to take breaks if you deprive it of sufficient sleep. If you've ever caught yourself zoning out or realized you missed part of a conversation, a microsleep might have been the culprit. Your appendix may not be useless after all, long thought of as an evolutionary leftover. The human appendix was often dismissed as worthless. However, newer research suggests it may serve as a reservoir for beneficial gut bacteria. During episodes of diarrheal illness, when gut flora can be depleted, the appendix might help reintroduce healthy bacteria back into the system. Though still debated, this emerging view indicates that the organ may have a modest but valuable role in maintaining gut health. You have hundreds of joints working in sync. We typically focus on the big ones, knees, elbows, hips, but your body is home to hundreds of joints, each enabling specialized movements. Even the slight flex in your fingers when you pick up a pen involves multiple tiny joints, cushioned by cartilage and lubricated by synovial fluid. The largest joint, your knee, endures massive stress daily, particularly when you climb stairs or lift objects. Each time you walk, you rely on a symphony of joints collaborating to keep you upright, mobile, and balanced. When everything is aligned, movement feels effortless. If one joint is off, you'll notice how quickly the rest suffer. Your brain's capacity for remodeling remains for years. Scientists believe that we're born with all the brain cells we'll ever have, and the connections between them are mostly set in childhood. Yet modern neuroscience has found that neuroplasticity allows the brain to continue rewiring itself well into adulthood. You can learn new skills, adapt to physical injuries, and reinforce or weaken neural pathways through repeated practice or lack thereof. This plasticity underlies not just how we recover from strokes or injuries, but also how we can form new habits and unlearn old ones. Essentially, your mind is never frozen in place. It's always capable of changing, provided the right stimuli and dedication are present. All these insights into our biology might leave you reeling, yet they only scratch the surface of the body's wonders. Every system, from the digestive tract to the nervous system, works in remarkable synchronization. Indeed, the common phrase complex machine barely captures the dynamic processes dancing through you each moment. As science delves deeper into the intricacies of genetics, microbiology, and physiology, we'll likely uncover further marvels that will make even these facts look tame. Each new discovery has the power to reframe our appreciation of what it means to be human. So the next time you notice your hair shedding in the shower or feel your heart rate spike when you're anxious, remember, behind these seemingly simple phenomena lies a world of microscopic events, evolutionary adaptations, and brilliant solutions honed over millennia. Your body's capacity for renewal, perception, and resilience is a stunning testament to nature's ingenuity. It's not just an amalgamation of cells, but a living, learning, regenerating network of interactions. The more we unearth about it, the more awe it inspires. Hopefully, this journey through 20 surprising facts has lit a spark of curiosity, showing how each piece of the puzzle, no matter how small, carries its own vital role. We can only imagine what new revelations await in the hidden depths of our bones, our guts, and our minds.